Crashed on a floor when I moved in this little bungalow with some strange new friends. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I am coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE, daCat, DMC, Shiro, DDOO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. We gotta do that on this phone as well. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. You guys know what to do. You just buy that token. Not talking to you, talking to you guys. You guys can buy whatever you want. Like, none of this is financial advice. Not a financial advisor. Not actually anyone here's financial advisor. We've got to do. I've got to get to my photos here. I'm so new with this freaking tablet because I made a coin on Pump Fun. I kind of didn't mean to. I kind of had a, I was just playing around with it because I kept hearing these things on Pump Fun. And actually, I could just go to a, give me one sec. Let me go to my X account over here. And I could probably copy it. Profile. I got to send this to Telegram. Oh, gosh. No. Copy link. And I'm going to bring this to Telegram because there was two dudes that told me about it. Tweet and retweet. Spread the word. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you. Yeah, buddy. Okay, let me go to my friendos that told me to. They didn't. They kind of did. Let me paste it. Well, you convinced me. I've had people that have told me to make a token for like ever, and I didn't want to at the time because I wanted to go in and say, "Hey, take me away." Sorry, just listening to that song before I started streaming. Because I wanted people to get their money's worth, and I wanted it to be backed by a business. And this Dashi coin, Dashi Do, aka DDOO, that's the contract address. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure before I'm like putting out the wrong thing there. I just sent it to a friend. 9SGA. Yeah, that's it. Oh, thank you. He posted the contract address on Xstream. Thank you, Pixie. I wanted it to be backed up by a business, and I wanted them to be like, oh, instead of just me pumping this random token. So be advised, I have like 1% of this token called Dashi Do. It is mine, and I guess I don't know even at $1 million market cap, like it's not worth it for me to sell it, because even at $1 million market cap, I'd have like 10 grand worth. Like, so again, it's not worth it. However, I did make like $20 in the. So I was playing with this before. Well, I wasn't on X. I wasn't on YouTube. It was on this Pump Fun thing, and I made like $20 in just streaming. They just gave it to me, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. Who just texted me? Okay, thank you, Pixie. We love you. She is my bae, not my real bae. She's work bae. She's a friend. Anyway, let's get you off of there now, just in case. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I do know it's going to be with me forever. Same as daCat. daCat, the comic books I'll work on for forever. I told them here, and I'll tell you now. Most everyone here knows that I want to go in and buy land in Madagascar to help save endangered species. I will still be doing that at least for the DDOO, unless people in the next couple months they're just like, yeah, we're dumping all this. Okay, whatever. If it dies, it dies. But I'll at least be making content for it. I'll at least do some type of buybacks or something. Again, I'll keep you posted. But let's start off with this wild news, which I have to fudge. I was gonna do it as soon as I went live, and I don't know if I can now. Oh, actually, I can. Nope, I can't. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can re-quote this on X. I have to re-quote the live that I'm already on. And I'm going to have to quote, and I'm going to have to put a picture, and the picture is going to say something wonky like this. I want something just like this. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Okay, maybe I'm tripping over here. Can I do all photos? Shoot, I can't do, can I do restored? Nope. Camera, I guess it's on camera. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry, guys. Fudge. I'm learning these new things here. Okay, how do I do that? Just take a screenshot. I'll take screenshots. Okay, there we go. That's fine. I'm gonna use that screenshot. I'm gonna requote this. Fun news from at Disney. Oh, we got in Shiro we trust. What's going on? Meow 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 meow. Fun news from Disney and Webtoons. Is Webtoons on X? I assume they are. Not WebMD, Webtoon official. Is it Web? I think it's Webtoon official. Come find out what. Come find what all the buzz is about. Because there is some news here. Okay, it's got to be on the screenshots, right? Because I just took one. Okay, there we go. Repost, view post, send now. Okay, we're good. Oh, there's 8 people over on there. Okay, we'll start off with I guess we'll start off with this. Disney and Webtoon Entertainment broaden relationship to create new digital comics platform. I repeat, Disney and Webtoon Entertainment broaden relationship to create new digital comics platform. Now this is a little wild because you had, is this the last month? Oh shit. Last month, Webtoon announced a major new deal with Disney to bring in a litany of original licensed stories and past comics from across Marvel's library to the scrolling format that has made Webtoon a significant force in the comic space today. However, the two companies confirmed that those plans are actually much, much bigger. Today, Webtoon confirmed that Disney would be acquiring 2% equity interest in the company as part of a non-binding term sheet that will also see the two companies develop a brand new digital comics platform that will be home to current comic book runs and include decades of past comic from across Disney's portfolio, including Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century Studios, and more. Now, this is the press release. Now, however, this is not why I was in Disney. I am not that important yet. I might be one day. But am I Aragorn in Return of the King? Because it is not this day. It is a different day that I will be important enough to be down there for such things, but it wasn't that. I didn't know this. I don't even work for VeVe. Y'all think I work for Disney? Again, I didn't know that, but again, that was the 2%. So this is the term sheet. So this hasn't been done yet. But now we have on this press release for the first time more than 35,000 Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, and 20th Century Studios digital comic books will be available in one digital platform for fans to experience. Now, Chavez, what about VeVe? Doesn't VeVe have all of this? Yes, it does. However, the limiting factor here with Webtoons is that they only have digital comics. They don't have digital collectibles. They don't have NFTs. You have VeVe, which has the NFTs. Now, granted, they on VeVe Comics, they have the new stuff that comes out every single Wednesday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everything that's supposed to hit the shelves at 10, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time hit the shelves on Disney, or on VeVe Comics, literally 8 hours beforehand. I just know I got a lot of phone calls while you were at Disney after some. Wait a minute. Wait, you got to tell me about that. You could maybe post it publicly. What after let me know. Oh yeah, Pixie, let me know exactly. Anywho, moving on. Disney Plus subscribers will have access to a curated selection of content on the new platform as part of the subscription. So Disney Plus is really pushing their digital stuff. They're pushing the Disney Pinnacle. They're pushing the new Webtoon thing. So Burbank, Los Angeles, 15 September. It says the Walt Disney Company and Webtoon Entertainment today announced that Disney and Webtoon have entered into a non-binding term sheet for the development of an all-new digital comics platform that will feature current comic book runs and includes past top. All right, so I had already read that. All this to say that there was a Instagram from Josh D'Amaro. Josh D'Amaro has a. Josh D'Amaro is like the new Bob Iger. And he has said, excited to develop an all-new digital comics platform at Webtoon Entertainment that will feature our current comic book runs as well as decades of past comics. Okay, this is all stuff we already said. By uniting our unparalleled collection of comics into a single digital platform, we're giving fans an unprecedented access to the adventure they love all in one place. And there is a... Oh, did I not have the... Shoot. Webtoon, I think... Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have the... I don't have the chart here. But Webtoons has the... I think it went up like 5% off of the term sheet that said, yeah, we're going to invest 2%. So it's clear to me that all it takes is one little spark for things to blow up, whether it be in DDOO, in the DDOO coin, or whether it be in VeVe and OMI. Like if VeVe gets a super small percentage of the company sold to someone big, that's really all it takes is just that press release and stuff goes wild. So speaking of which, let's take a look at OMI here. Let's go over there. New tab. All right, we're going to do a new tab. Oh, no, we are right here on the coin market cap. Why is my internet not doing internet things? Okay, while my internet does that, I'm going to take a sip of my Jocko drink. Dystopia says, womp womp. What up? Bill Gardner says second. You are second, Bill, in my heart. Okay, it's not, I don't know why StreamYard is being gay. It's not letting me hit the comments there. Is my internet out for like any of y'all? Can y'all hear me? Because suddenly my connection failed on Pump Fun. Okay, there we go. It's not letting me highlight Bill Gardner's comment, but I see you, Bill Gardner. OMI is down 0.4% on the day. Okay, heard all that. And it is at still $5 million in volume. So it had a little bit of a spike, that little spike, and then it came right back down. So I'm not 100% sure who bought, who sold into that buy. But again, you have $5 million, $5.25 million in volume, $95 million market cap. We are down, actually we're up 13% on the week for Akomi. And we are up 82% on the month. That's actually looking pretty good. So yeah, still up 13% on the week, 82% on the month, and just down 0.66% on the day. So that's Akomi. Let's take a look at, what do we do? Gecko Terminal? Let's go to the Gecko Terminal. Don't know a lot of after somewhat. I don't need to go to Gecko Terminal to look at DDOO, which is up 21% on the day, and we have how much volume? How much? 6K in volume. Damn, we have more volume on mine that I just did, that I just made, as opposed to let's look at Definity. DEFX. So Definity has 5,600 in volume. Very good. Yo, what up, Kuma? How's it going, fam? I don't know why it's not letting me hit Bill Gardner's comment. Let me hit every other comment. What's up, Kuma? Dystopia. And good to see the economy looking healthy over there. Economy is actually not. Oh, Definity is down 1.5% to $2.8 million market cap. It is wild that daCat has around the same market cap as Definity, when Definity be doing big numbers. Definity's doing big, hundreds of thousands per month, and daCat is pre-revenue. Loving the leaderboards. Leaderboards are great. So for those of you that don't know, on Pump Fund, I had a big call the other day about daCat, and it was about daCat being presented on VeVe from a much larger company, and much larger, like a lot of people in the world know who they are. And I was just like, okay, let's talk about how that would look like. And how that would look like is basically them taking a portion of the profits, but instead of going on VeVe as an independent publisher, it would go under the umbrella of someone else. I would still own everything. They would just take a piece of the proceeds, but I wasn't willing to do that yet. I want the proceeds to go into daCat, to go into buying, to go into the project, just as what I'll do for DDOO. Again, a portion of these proceeds from my creator fund or my creator rewards from DDOO will go back into the project. I don't know how yet. Anyway, Kuma saying I agree, dystopia. Howdy, hope you're well. I hope I am too. Yeah, the leaderboards on that is wild. So anyway, Definity doing hundreds of thousands per month. Ladies on Solana, they had one liquidity pool that was kind of taken off and put into another one. And so they combined liquidity pools. And they have a low market cap too. Like my DDOO is higher than Ladies on Solana so far. But you know, we'll have some dog fights to see who's going where. Anyway, let's take a look at daCat and see what my kitty's doing over here. We have no. I feel like we definitely do have volume, but apparently there's no volume on the day for daCat. $2.77 million market cap though. It is just a hair under Definity. But daCat has $615,000 in liquidity, so you know, get that bread. Kuma says, yes, I agree, dystopia. Hope you're well. Oh, Pixie, howdy. Thank you for reposting the stream. You're a bay, and that is a contract address for the for the DDOO. I'll fight you. We will fight each other with love. Fiery fists of fury with love. We'll have a couple of nice little tussles back and forth as we each pass each other's market cap. You remember those old Chuck Norris jokes where this was like, for some guys, one testicle is bigger than the other. For Chuck Norris, each testicle is bigger than the other. Bro, those jokes were gold back in like 7th grade. Oh God, those Chuck Norris jokes. Like Chuck Norris once challenged Lance Armstrong into a who has more balls contest, and Chuck Norris won by 7. Oh God, they're so great. Anywho, where were we? Hit that like button. Hit the like. What's up, Chuck and Hank? How's it going, fam? We're gonna go take a look at. We're gonna go to CoinGecko for this one. And on CoinGecko is where we're going to look. Why is my screen split into 2 screens? All these squares make a circle. Okay. Protein so freaking good. Okay. Now we're going to search the DEVVE. I don't know why my screen is into 2 screens. This is not hot. Mine's not hot. Oh, DEVVE's down 2.5% on the day to 49.44 cents. The other day, somebody said, like, this is it. This is the last time DEVVE was under 50 cents. And now it's 49 cents again, which is fine. Very small amount of volume, $206,000 in volume. And granted, this is a $43 million market cap. This is one where you have already I think a AA rated bank, a French bank, a bunch of partnerships for this token for DEVVE. It is one of my biggest bags as far as crypto goes, and I think this will do 100x because again, it's $43 million market cap. It's a layer 1 blockchain that can do basically unlimited transactions per second. It could do like 8.5 million, but it can scale up to really whatever it needs. It's like Superman. He's as strong as he needs to be. And that's what DEVVE can do with their transactions per second. They have a T+0 settlement time. For those that don't know what that is, every bank in the world has a T+2 settlement time, meaning if I wire, let's say, Pixie money tomorrow, she could, if I wire her today, she could use it tomorrow probably. Even though it doesn't settle until the next day, the bank just floats that money. They do that with E-Trade, TD Ameritrade. They do that with stocks. And it costs the bank a bit of money. However, DEVVE has a T+0 settlement time, meaning it settles instantly, considered Harry Potter magic until now. Now, every bank in the world is going to want to use it. Every stock exchange in the world is going to want to use it. And DEVVE does have a signed partnership with a stock exchange. Up until recently, I was thinking London Exchange, maybe Beijing. But now what DEVVE did is what NASDAQ said is that NASDAQ has this 24/7 partnership that they want to go in and, or they have this partnership where they want to have 24/7 access from Monday through Friday. You can trade all day, all night. And they want to be able to do a bunch of transactions per second. And I was like, this sounds exactly like what DEVVE's doing. Now, is that the partnership? It looks like it, but that seems almost too good to be true. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, it's one of my biggest bags. They do have an announcement who their stock exchange partner is sometime, I think in November. It'll be late Q4. And then their exchange will roll out in probably December. Dystopia, give them those waves. Broxville Payday, smash that like. What was up, Bill Gardner? Vampire, give me those party cannon, party hat. Love the party hat. We got Digital Toys with Tommy saying Webtoons has been working with Marvel for 3 years. They had other Marvel comics years ago. So Webtoons has very manga type stuff. It is very anime type stuff, and it just not. Oh shoot. Give me one sec. Something about virtual reality. Snap just gave its AR glasses a big upgrade. I was shocked by how good that. Okay. All right. So we have Comics and Crypto posting the future of AR is right around the corner. New Meta Ray-Ban display glasses look really cool. And then you also have VeVe partner with Meta. That'd be dope. Or Snapchat, because Snap's doing, like, everyone's getting the AR game, and VeVe has some of the best content out there. And that's what I think will make them go crazy. Have I told you lately? Meow, meow, meow. Okay, I have to go back. Oh, shoot. Oh, bro, Gilmore Girls, like Lorelai, Lauren Graham and Alexis Bledel were at the VMAs they were at, Golden Globes, whatever they were at yesterday, and it looks incredible. Today, or I guess yesterday, SEC Chair Paul Atkins says they will start issuing warnings before taking aggressive enforcement actions against companies. That is very good to hear. But that is not the first thing that I needed to do. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go. Omar says, good evening. Good evening, Omar. How's it going? Connor saying, good news. It is good news. A lot of great news out here. Video Shane says, yes, we hear you. Thank you. Pixie's fired me. She's only a tiny little redhead. Pixie, I feel like you have very tall girl energy, though. You might be a tiny little redhead, but you just give off tall girl energy. Tay Corley says, meow. Hey, everyone. You know, back in the day on AOL Instant Messenger, on AIM, when a girl would text you, hey, with like 3 Ys, you knew she wanted you. She wanted to get it on. Tay, you might be a dude for all I know. I don't know. Anywho, let's keep moving on. We have to do Delorean. We have to do, okay, we gotta take it back. We gotta do Shiro. Oh, Shiro Nico's up here right now. So we'll do Shiro first. Shiro would just freaking. Oh, derp. Somebody messaged me something and I brain derp. I'm so stupid sometimes. I apologize. Also, I don't know why this is loading data forever. Okay, here we go. Shiro's down about 6% on the day. Shiro being down 6%. 329,000 in volume, though. Remember in Rocky 1, like just Rocky, the first one, you had Apollo's kicking Rocky's ass, right? It's just boom, boom, boom. And then the announcer's like, you know, Apollo's racking up the points, but, and he doesn't finish the thought because the thought is just like too spectacular and too terrific to verbalize, where it's like, you know, Apollo's racking up the points, but then he's thinking in his mind, Rocky's just hanging in there and he's ready to get this. So it's down again on, like, Shiro's not doing good. 7% on the day, 21% on the week, 62% on the month, but it's hanging in there and it still has 300,000 in volume. And we're at this inflection point where bad projects are dying and good projects are about to go crazy because of this bull market. Let me go in and put my, I only have 60% battery, so I'm gonna, oh, also, as I get to from Shiro there, we have a little bit of news on Ladies on Solana, and Ladies on Solana, $7,000 market cap. And I was telling Pixie this, we were on the phone before. I was telling her that sometimes you bet on the horse and sometimes you bet on the jockey. What does that mean? Well, obviously, in horse racing, you have horses that can go really fast and you have horses that can go like they're okay, but the jockey's just really good. That's the business and then the business owner. And yeah, Pixie, we on the phone? Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we are. I'm on the phone more with you than I am with. Yeah, that is wild. Anyway, bet on the horse or bet on the jockey. I was telling Pixie before that I don't know what like when I started buying Ladies a couple months ago, I don't know where that's gonna go. I don't know. I knew she had this sanctuary. I knew she has this 501c3 that she's working on, and she's all about helping animals, which as someone that was in the veterinary field for the better part of a decade, I love. And it's just, I just saw this tenacity, and I saw this. I told her, like, the indomitable human spirit, like the will to keep on going when you're just, anyone else, any sane person would have given up, you know, a long time ago. And I just saw that in her, and I was like, I'm gonna bet on the jockey, and I bet on her, and she has now, not only does she have the 501c3, but she has just secured land for the sanctuary. I repeat, Pixie has just secured the land in which the sanctuary for Ladies on Solana will go on there. I actually don't know the name of the 501c3c, but she has it. She secured the land. They're going to close in like the next couple weeks. I'm not sure if I've seen pictures yet, but it looks really cool. Or it sounds really cool. I think she did show me a picture. It looks and sounds really cool, and I'm really proud of her. And she's done all of this essentially with a broken back. So I proudly have more than 10% of the Ladies on Solana token. There's an institution that has 8%, and I'm going to continue getting more as stuff goes on. Again, I have a lot. Most of my net worth is not liquid right now. Most of my net worth is in crypto or in crypto related companies, or again, my IP, my channel. You know, I have a bunch of stuff, and not really liquid yet. It's going to be very liquid very soon because this is coming, and at some point you're going to see, okay, bad projects with no utility, no business behind it, no revenue go down, and then you'll see the good stuff where people just don't give up. And honestly, that's what I see with Shiro Nico as well. I see a community that doesn't give up. I see workers that don't give up, and again, they're doing a lot of the right stuff. And Shiro will be on they'll be on VeVe as well. They have the community, they have the volume. They're actually probably going to be on the DEVVE exchange when it comes out later this year. Pixie saying, never give up. Or never give up. There's a line from Star Fox 64 where things are looking a little hairy, and Peppy Hare says, like, never give up, trust your instincts, as you're going through this warp. It's really freaking cool. It's really dope. Anyway, so that's Shiro Nico. Am I Britney Spears in 2001? Because I still believe. Okay, after Shiro Nico, let's do DeLorean. We're going to type in the DEL. DeLorean. While I get to DeLorean, let's go to some comments over here. Yes, we are on the phone a lot. We do talk. Ooh, DeLorean's down 10% on the day. Oh. But yes, we talk a lot. Great times. You know that quote by Andy from The Office where it says, like, I wish you knew you were in the good old days before you left them. And this building businesses is fun. Like, what's the best part of playing a Pokemon game? Is it after you've beaten the Elite Four and then you're grinding for money and you're breeding? I mean, that's fun. I like that. But for me, the best part is the beginning, when you have nothing. The best part is in the beginning when you have a level 5 Pokemon and you can only go to like 2 areas. You go that Pallet Town, Route 1, Route 2, and you get to Viridian City. And then you got to go all the way back to Pallet Town, go to Professor Oak. And, you know, you can heal that Pokemon in that Poke Center, but you can't go into Viridian Forest because your Pokemon's too weak. You can't go to the you can't even try to get into the Pokemon League because Gary's right there with like a level 9 Pidgey and a level 9, you know, like whatever starter that he got. And, you know, when you get your Pokemon, you're level 5 and you beat them, okay, you go to a level 6. But the best part is in the beginning when you're first getting stuff. You're like, hey, look at all I've accomplished. I did X, Y, and Z. I did this. I did that. And I don't know. The beginning's really fun. So, Pixie, I know stuff is rough right now with both of our market caps here. And your back is like destroyed. My back was destroyed for like 18 months, finally getting better because I've been on this inverter for a while. What do I got over here? Oh, 9.8. 9.2. I was at $9.8 thousand market cap, 9.2 now. But maybe I got a little more. Still 18 holders. That's still pretty freaking cool. Okay, anyway. What do we got here? DeLorean, yeah, down 10% on the day. Pretty flat on the week, though. Now, what's the month? Month down 5%. But y'all, if y'all thought like Shiro had some volume, this is $9 million in volume, and that is not something to take lightly. So be advised, Shiro and DeLorean both pay to have me talk about them, but I'm not lying about it. Like that, what DeLorean's doing is very different from other car companies, is because they're saying, hey, if you have a DeLorean NFT, if you have this stuff, you can get your reservation for this new car, and if it catches on, they'll be first to market, and they will have essentially disrupted the way that people go in and buy and reserve cars. Now, it might not work, but if it does, holy crap on a cracker, is that like, and this is a $12 million market cap. It probably should be 100 million. And when it goes for this brand, which everyone knows from Back to the Future, it's 40 years old, this probably be 100 million just from the IP alone. Like, well, that's one IP. Doesn't VeVe have hundreds? Yes, it does. That's why I think it should be, you know, billions of dollar market cap, and DeLorean should be 100 million. Anyway, just my assessment. Anything can go to zero any moment, little to no notice. Did DEVVE, did Definity, DMC, daCat, Shiro. Yeah, and let's go. I wonder if I can type in DDOO on Gecko Terminal. Oh, it does. Dashy do. Look at that. Look at that. It's up like a bunch of percent here. 25%. It says 25% on my phone, but it says 43% on the. I don't know why. Oh damn, people be going. People going wild. Okay, who dis? Oh yes, and Pixie is going to send me some pictures of the sanctuary. I can't believe she got that land, which is heckin' fantastic. Land for that sanctuary. Very, very proud of her. Very, very happy. Anyway, she got that land for the sanctuary, and she's going to send me some pictures on the 26th. Oh God, there's a lot of people that are on the X that are, and I will get to that later. Pink Panther's bet on the jockey because he gets to pick the best horse. My man. He says, I'll never give up. Too many animals to save. If I was put on this, if you're in like D&D, playing D&D, or if you're not, if you're on anything like Lord of the Rings, you could pick you could be Gimli the dwarf, Legolas the elf, Gandalf the wizard, Frodo the hobbit, Aragorn the man, and you could basically pick what class you are, whether you're in D&D, whether you're in Lord of the Rings. And why I'm saying this is because I think that in the next, Avicii, I think, said it best. Life is a game and love is the prize. So wake me up. I think that what we call life is most likely a simulation, which means that it's probably a game. And maybe it started off where the tech tree was kind of boring. It started off as protozoa, and then and then we became cavemen, and then we became, then technology got really good, and we started getting really good at unlocking this tech tree. And through that, the game got more popular, and the population exploded. If there's somebody that has played this game multiple times, and I'm their most recent avatar, and they see that, hey, some of these animals are really cool, and I'm going to make a new character specifically so that I can help save these animals, because this is the best way to go about it. Start something new, have a passion for animals and making money, put a bunch of stats into luck, because I'm like the luckiest person in the world. And this is the best formula that I could think of for having someone save, because I think that in couple hundred, maybe 1,000 years, when we're multi-planetary species and we're a little bit more evolved, and there's kind of this world peace. I think that people would be really sad. Like there's a statistic saying people tend to not care about the environment until the GDP of that country gets to a certain level. And I think it's going to be much the same with animals, where I think humans eventually will care about not just consciousness, but they'll care about souls, and animals have souls. And I think that people in a few hundred years might be really sad that some of the animals that we had the chance to save, we didn't. So that's my thing. I think that I want to make the future humans happy, or make them less sad. So that's my goal. Pixie reposting the stream. Oh, my man. Regardless, did anybody else see that post of scientists recreating what Eve would have looked like? And it looks exactly like Taylor. So what? Bill Gardner, send me that photo. You send me that post right now. Send me the post right now, Bill Gardner. I need you to. I'm very, very curious. Okay. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Cannot eat tonight. Senate confirms crypto-friendly Stephen Moran to Federal Reserve Board ahead of interest rate meeting. Very good. I feel like Yoda. Very good. Okay. All right. Let's go to some of the news here. VeVe Magic is now level 81 over on VeVe, which is nice. Miss Gecko saying, want to win some OMI? Use OMI on Stacker World to buy digital collectibles from VeVe Official. Ladies on Solana will be on VeVe. daCat will be on VeVe. Shiro will be on VeVe. What else do we got? We got Crappy Bird, Chaos on the Chains, Sharby. You also got Solana Wolfpack, you have Space Penguins, and then 4CN5VS says, I used to watch you on YouTube. Oh my God. Well, I'm actually Mr. 4CND5S. I'm actually on YouTube right now. I have 152 people watching, but it's also on X. So, I have never stopped. Never give up. And the idea. So I'm glad you used to watch. Whether you used to watch for Pokemon, Tesla, political stuff, Earth2. I'm glad we found each other again. Pixie says, welcome. Oh, it's for VeVe. Okay, well, VeVe has a lot of great stuff. I'm now writing a comic called daCat, and it's going to be on VeVe, and it's going to be really cool. So I have characters from Chaos on the Chains, Crappy Bird, and Sharby. That they're in the main comic series, and then I wrote comics for Ladies on Solana, which Pixie's head of, the Solana Wolfpack, Space Penguins, and they'll all be in daCat number 3. So they all have to come out before daCat number 3 does, because Space Penguins goes right into the middle of daCat number 3. For Solana Wolfpack and Ladies on Solana, you have a couple of people that are in the daCat universe that go towards Pixie and her friend Kimber, and they say, hey, we need you to come in with something else that you're going to have to read to find out. It's a really really good read. And then after that, you have Heinecoin and Nike the Pig. Now, Nike the Pig is a direct sequel to Space Penguins. So you have to go in and read Space Penguins before you read Nike the Pig. And then it goes right into DigiJoints. DigiJoints is also a direct sequel to Nike the Pig. It's basically Nike the Pig number 2, but DigiJoints is really cool. Heinecoin is kind of by itself, but they can go into daCat really whenever. And then Monkey is the latest one. Monkey, I can't say where in the universe it fits, but it definitely does fit. And so all of this is to get all of these communities, like Shiro's in there as well. All of these communities will be on VeVe, and we're going to up the users, and it's going to be a one hand washes the other type of thing. So listen, Mr. 4CN5VS, get back into VeVe. Get a gold logo. It's like $5,800 for a gold logo. Don't get that just yet, unless you're all in. Yeah, Bill Gardner saying, anyone see that post on X? And Bill Gardner, please send me that post where scientists recreate what Eve would have looked like, and apparently it looks like Taylor Swift. Dun dun dun. Tay Corey saying, I'm a total Swiftie, but I have not seen that post, bro. Love Taylor Swift. I remember, like, one of the greatest memes I saw was she was in heels, as she always is, and she had this, her quad muscles were like boom, like she was squatting, and someone's like, so this was before the Chiefs Eagles like Super Bowl game, and somebody's like, yo, what's she training for, bro? And somebody's like, yo, somebody got to take on Saquon this Sunday, because Saquon Barkley is like one of the greatest. Oh, Ernie, hello from Medellin, and tell Ralphie I said I miss him. Ralphie's doing really well. Ralphie, I was showing, so Ernie, I'm on this thing called Pump. I'm on this thing called Pump. Let me go to the, I'm on this thing called Pump Fun, and I created a token. There's only 5 people watching here. But what I had done was I had showed people Ralphie while I was making Ralphie's food, and they're like, what is this food? And I told them all about how I was a veterinary assistant for like the greater part of 10 years before I joined the military. And they're like, wow, that's awesome. I got compliments on my arms. Bill Garner says, just sent it. So Ralphie is the hit of Pump Fun today, as I made a Dashi coin. Anywho, let's keep going with this. VeVe Magic says, time for the next VeVe creative content competition using only Star Wars collectibles for your entry. Please submit your creation in the Disney channel of the VeVe Discord. Entries close September 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sorry, September 22nd, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Winner will receive a random digital collectible. Thank you, Bill Gardner, for sending that. I will take a look at it when I get it, because I don't think I have it. Yeah, Ernie, watching from Medellin. Let's go. Okay, what do we got here? AXI. Caitlin Clark. Everyone knows her as one of the best female basketball players around. Yes, we will get you something as being the owner of the Ralphie. Although my token is called Dashy Do, but yes, we will 100% get you a little cut in there, and we'll sprinkle some to Ralphie as well. Anyway, Caitlin Clark, best female basketball player ever, has what's called a Kaboom NFT on Panini. The Panini blockchain is not something that I'm really familiar with, but she has a Kaboom NFT, and it sold for $175,000 last week. I believe that this is one of the sparks that will light the NFT narrative. That's a link for Pump Fun stream where Ralphie makes appearances. Yes, the Pump Fun stream. Where did she get? I think Pixie posted it. So that's the actual token. But what I was showing you is the link. I don't know if links go in on YouTube. I don't think YouTube posts links, so I'm not deleting that. Anyway, the fact that Caitlin Clark Kaboom NFT on Panini blockchain sold for $175,000 last week, I think that is one of the sparks that will light the NFT powder keg. Outside of that, you have Amazon, worth $2 trillion, is looking for a crypto ecosystem lead, and they posted it for $500,000 a year. I repeat, they're willing to pay $500,000 a year for a crypto ecosystem lead, and I think that means that Bitcoin is taking over everything. You have My Collectibles over on VeVe that has just reached level 56. You have Ben CF that has secured the Spidey 2099 on Stacker World. Mint number 1987. He burned 3,400 OMI while doing that. Laureline Rory. Paul Atkins says they will start issuing warnings before taking aggressive enforcement actions against companies. I like that a lot. I feel like Bev's dad in the OG It series. I like it a lot, Bev. I think that's what he says. The odds of a 25 basis point cut rate for this week is now 94.2%. So that means there's a 5% chance that they won't cut rates? No, the other 5.8% is a 50 basis point cut. I repeat, 94.2% chance of a 25 base point rate cut, 5.8% for a 50 basis point rate cut, which is wild. The DEVVE ecosystem posted yesterday that the blockchain is set to grow from $57.7 billion in 2025 to $1.4 trillion by 2030. DEVVE offers infinite transactions per second with sub-second finality, ISO green certification, and a clear regulatory roadmap. When blockchain scales 25x, only chains with infinite speed and near zero cost will matter. That's why I think for Pump Fund, this is not for you, but for everyone else, link down below to sign up for the DEVVE exchange. And Pump Fund, if you want to go on my YouTube, whatever, you can find that link there as well. Not going to go over that. In case you missed it, DEVVE ecosystem posted a poll that said the DEVVE community confirmed in the poll that 14.5% of DEVVE users are already developers, with another 13.5% that are currently learning to build. 100% of them are part of the best community in crypto. That's almost 30% of DEVVE's community ready to build on the DEVVE blockchain. It's Pixie All says, YouTube is real Randy Chavez for anyone that wants it. Thank you, Pixie, for being my best friend over here. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep it down. Okay, Mr. Squeebs. Okay, we have to go to X for this because Mr. Squeebs has a thing I need to read, and that's what we're going to type in. Okay, we're going to put you over there. Very good. Okay, we're going to type in Mr. Squeebs. Okay, it's not letting me type in. So I am going to go to my. Why is X not loading for me? Oh, did my internet just go out? My internet just went out on my tablet, so that's not good. Thank you, Tay. In other news, we will talk about. Oh, that is really not good. Okay, so my tablet went out. For those that missed my Pokemon talk the other day, because it was on a video, not a live stream, there was a $4 million sale for a Pikachu Illustrator. Why does that matter? I think it matters for a couple of reasons. One, it goes to show you that people, specifically millennials, will go in that are now older and have big boy jobs and big girl jobs. They can go in and they can say, hey, I have a lot of big boy money. I have a lot of adult money now, and I'm going to spend it on what I wanted when I was a kid. For a lot of people, that's Pokemon. But for millions of others, especially Gen Xers, that maybe didn't grow up with Pokemon, but they grew up with maybe some things on Cartoon Network. Maybe they grew up with Star Wars, Star Trek, hundreds of brands that are out there, and VeVe has all of them. So that's what I think it signifies. Oh man, this does not work. Anyway, I'll read the first part of Mr. Squeeb's stuff. Where he says, back in November 2024, I revealed my secret rare stacks. The love, support, and enthusiasm from this community blew me away. That, in part, along with some friendly competition, inspired me to continue stacking. What do we get here? Oh, $9.3 thousand market cap for daCat. Very good. Basically, yes, it's Pixie is basically PR. She's public relations. VeVe had a craft the other day. The craft was for a speeder bike from Star Wars, like a Stormtrooper. Like, it's not something that people really know of. Like, they know speeder bikes, they don't know this type of speeder bike. It cost like $10 to craft certain items. I didn't think this would do anything, but it sold out and made about $4,000 for a craft. I didn't think that they were going to do it, but they did, and the floor is like $70 on it. So good for them. Hyperscale Data launches a $100 million Bitcoin treasury strategy. I repeat, Hyperscale. They launched a $100 million Bitcoin treasury strategy. I think the Bitcoin adoption is accelerating. Speaking of which, Michael Saylor has bought 525 Bitcoin this week, worth $60 million. I'll repeat that. Michael Saylor's strategy buys 525 Bitcoin worth $60.4 million. Bitmine unveils a $10 billion in cash and crypto holdings with 2,151,676 Ethereum, which is worth over $9 billion, and 192 Bitcoin worth $22 million. Solidifying its spot as the top Ethereum treasury in the world, bar none. You have Coinbase CEO says listings are now free and merit-based. Every asset is evaluated against the same standards. Now, merit-based can be a confusing term. It's like, oh, if they're a legit business and they're doing money, Definity is a legit business doing a ton of money, but their volume's like 5. I have more volume on my daCat token today, $9.4 thousand market cap, because I have 6.7 thousand in volume. I have more volume here than we do on the on Definity, which is wild. Now, granted, Definity is a $3 million market cap, but it's wild because Definity is doing hundreds of thousands per month. But not just yet. One day. President Trump goes on to say that pending SEC approval, companies will no longer be required to report earnings quarterly, but instead every 6 months. Again, they have to get approved for this, but I thought that was wild. Multicoin has bought 6,822,000 Solana, worth $1.58 billion. President Trump said a meeting with China went very well. He goes on earlier today and he tweets out, the big trade meeting in Europe between the United States of America and China has gone very well. It will be concluding shortly. A deal was also reached on certain company that young people in our country very much want to save. That's obviously TikTok. And says that they will be very happy. And I'll be speaking to President Xi on Friday. The relationship remains a very strong one. President Donald J. Trump. In Shiro, we trust, says, great news points, Randy. I'm trying my very best. Chosen, says Randy. How much money Definity is making has nothing to do with the demand for utility. I agree. But at some point, a lot of those utilities roll out. At some points, a lot of the buybacks will roll out. And again, I would rather purchase a token of a company that I know is going to be here for, not forever, but going to be here for a long time, as opposed to not. So that's just where I'm going with it. That's my mindset. Anywho, moving on past that. Ash Crypto Real says, breaking: American Express, with their 141 million users, introduces a blockchain-based travel stamp. I repeat, American Express's 141 million users, they have introduced to all of them a blockchain-based travel stamp. Thought that was wild. Fidelity has bought $154 million worth of Ethereum, which is insane, but they keep going crazy. Again, the crypto adoption has been accelerating for quite some time. In case you needed more news on that, you have Pakistan's crypto regulator invited crypto firms to get licensed, serve 40 million local users. Again, Pakistan's crypto regulator invites crypto firms to get licensed to serve 40 million local users. You have digital assets, which saw $3.3 billion in inflows, lifting their assets under management to $239 million. Jesus, I'm sorry, 239 billion, near August record high. We also have Bitmine announcing crypto and cash holdings of $10.8 billion, including ETH holdings that exceed 2.1 million, which is nuts. DeYayo reposted the stream. Thank you, DeYayo. Your Bagels AF. Bagels AF. You have Strategy, which has acquired, I said before, 525 Bitcoin worth $60 million at $114,000 per Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin now? Let's take a look at some of the other cryptos that other people like, but I don't necessarily cover all that often. I can't see it because I have no internet. That is, sorry about that, guys. Forward Industry. They have completed a purchase of 6,822,000 SOL at an average price of $232 per cost, which is 1.5 billion. Then you also have OKX Wallet, which has partnered with 1inch to offer gas-free swaps, MEV protection, and enhanced liquidity. Ooh. Oh, also Bitcoin at 115. Let's go. Bitcoin at 115. Also, Pixie just sent me this awesome photo. How big is that? How many acres, Pixie? How many acres is that land? How much do you have to, how much work is going to go into clearing it? How big is the sanctuary going to be? Are you going to have a spot for horses, dogs, cats? What gets best treatment? A lot. You got. I love that little girl so much. She's a woman, all right? She's not like, you know what I mean. But she said even before, she is. No, that's her reposting the stream. We're on the phone a lot. Tiny little redhead, an adult, married, tiny redhead. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain myself, but here we are. Anyway, yeah, I'm. Yes, she's small. She's very small. But yeah, love what she's doing for charity, and this is why I think we vibe so well. Anyway, oh, am I back on? I'm back on here. Okay, all right. Let's go to Mr. Squeebs. Finally, my tablet has decided to get more. My tablet has decided to get internet. So, Mr. Squeebs, we're going to go to look here, and he says back in November of 2024, he revealed his secret rare stacks on VeVe. The love, support, and enthusiasm from the community blew him away. That, in part, with some friendly competition, inspired him to keep stacking. Here's his updated progress and why conviction matters in stacking grails. He goes on to say, everyone knows physical grails like Amazing Fantasy 15, Fantastic Four #1, Hulk #1. They sell for millions and millions of dollars. But did you know that many of their secret rare digital counterparts on VeVe are still trading at less than 15% of those same in real life valuations? The gap is where his stacking conviction comes in. Omar saying today on Pokemon Center, they did a big drop that they managed to stop bot users and banned them from Pokemon Center. The drop for the new set that's focused on the Mega Charizard. Bro, all right, that Mega Charizard. Did you see, I forget the dude's name. I'm trying to find it now. There is now a $125,000 bounty on the Evan Longoria Zard Knob 1 of 1 placed by We the Hobby. It's the PC ETB on pre-sale, secondary $65 to $300. People make they're making so much money with Pokemon. Wild stuff. All right. Anyway, let's go back to Mr. Squeeb stuff over here. DDOO shield in a few groups. Let's go. DDOO shield. HOTTOGO. You can make them hard to go. Okay. Oh damn. We just went from 9 to 11 to $12,000 market cap. We are now up 50%. Okay, back down to 11. Still 58% on the day. That is oh wow. Okay, so yeah, you did show them to a few groups. We're up 59% on the day. Damn. That is insane, brother. How many holders we got? 18 holders. Damn, I don't know. Okay, and some people are just buying in for like $5, which is fine. I ain't complaining. But yeah, I don't. Okay, well, I guess the longer you stream, because it happens on YouTube that the longer you stream, the more the algorithm like pushes you. So I'm gonna be going for a long time. I'm gonna be going until I can't anymore. Okay, now people be selling because now it's back down to $10,800 market cap. Still up 56% on the day, so I am a-okay with that. How do I look at the chart here? How do I? So really, the $12,000 market cap has been a key area of resistance for the Dashi-Do coin, the DDOO coin. How do we get past that? I don't know. Can we go to the activity? Oh yeah, there's like all of these little teeny tiny sales. They're for like not even any money. It's like for very, very small amounts of money. And even the buys have been all for like very, what is going on? Are these like bots? You know what? I will take that. As long as I get I get the creator rewards, right? No, I don't need that. I don't need that. How do I get? Okay, we're just gonna get out of there. We're gonna get out of there. Okay. Anyway, over 1 million was on the queue system. Jesus. Matthew Yersel says, so Randy, I've been watching your past few videos. You think OMI will rally soon? At some point, yes. When does that actually rally? Not 100% sure. What's the top you're thinking it'll hit? So we're gonna have to talk about the actual rally. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do over here. Get some of this. Matthew Yersel talking about the rally for OMI. You see it in Moonbirds. You see it in Crypto Punks. You see it in Milady Makers. You see it in all of these different things that I can't imagine a world in which all of these big and again they're the Web3 native NFTs that like Moonbirds was $420 back in April. Now they're at 5 figures. They're well over $10,000. Same thing with Milady Makers. Same thing with all of these things that are known in Web3, but no outside of Web3, nobody knows what the heck a Moonbird is. No one knows what a Milady Maker is or a Pudgy Penguin. Outside of Web3, you actually do have people that know Pudgy Penguin, but VeVe, which again, OMI is the OMI, so it's Oscar Mike India. That is the token that powers the VeVe ecosystem. Their metaverse, their secondary market, and they have Star Wars, Batman, Lamborghini, Spider-Man, like all of Disney, all of Marvel, Aston Martin, Back to the Future, Cartoon Network. They have all Viz Media. They have all of these amazing hundreds of licenses Well, they is from VeVe. They have all these incredible licenses, and they're about to have Ladies on Solana. They're about to have daCat. They're about to have Dashy Do, all on their comic book thing. And I just can't imagine that these large people in the world that you'd have to go like Mickey Mouse. I don't think there is any part in a first or second world country that doesn't know who Mickey Mouse is. You have Aboriginals in Australia and New Zealand that probably know who Mickey Mouse is. You'd have to go to an uncontacted tribe in like the Amazon for them to not know who Mickey Mouse is. So I think that the first appearance of Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, all on the blockchain is more significant than a pudgy penguin or a Milady Maker or a Moonbird. And the OMI token that powers that ecosystem, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the billions of people that know who Mickey Mouse are won't care, and the majority probably won't care that you can get his first appearance on an NFT. But you don't need the majority to care. Like even for crypto, there's what, like 7-8% of the entire world that's into crypto. That's like nothing. So yeah, I think see a lot of potential for OMI. What are you thinking it'll hit? I'd say 2 to 4 cents is my base case. Are we just waiting for the metaverse hype? We are waiting for the NFT narrative. Yes. All right. I have a bunch of comments over on here that are saying, where are we? Oh gosh. Pixie's PR at this point. In Shiro we trust has great news points, Randy. Thank you. 2R48Z2 says, did you promote on promote memes? They put your coin up there, and I want to know if it works. I did not put my token on promote memes. Maybe somebody else did. Pixie says he did not. This is all organic shilling. 2R48Z2 says, so they lying. I mean, just because I didn't, maybe somebody else did for me. I don't know how. I don't know if only the creator could. It's a site called Promote Meme. You can promote your coin there. It said this coin was just been promoted. Like maybe somebody else that's on there just did it for me, because like so be advised, the people that are on the pump fund right now. There's only 6 of you watching here, but there is 200. There's 200 people watching me on YouTube and on X right now. So maybe one of them had done it. So again, it didn't have to be me, but just maybe one of them had done it. Pixie's not familiar with that website. He says Randy is streaming. He did not pay to promote anything. If somebody else did, we are unaware. Yeah, I didn't pay to, but again, somebody else might have. So I want him to, yeah, sorry, I didn't. So Pixie's a friend. Pixie's like my confidant now. We, I feel like I annoy her with so many things. Hey, I had this idea, had this dream last night. Sorry, Pixie, I know you're super busy. 2R4EZ2 says nice. All right, good to know. Free promotion. Yeah, free promotion. Let's see who. Oh, we're at a nice little $10,000, almost $11,000 market cap. Are we on the 1 minute here? I don't need to be on the 1 minute. I could do the 5 minute. Oh, it looks very nice. 48% up on the day. I don't know where I get to. I don't know where I go to get more the creator reward. So be advised, those creator rewards that I am getting on Pump Fund right now, portion of those will go to charity, animal charities. Matthew say, thanks for all your input, brother. Been watching you since day one. You're the real top G. Thank you, Matthew Yersel. Matthew Yersel is my bae. Jimbo Lilingo says, hello, Master Randy. Hello, Jimbo Lilingo. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, let's continue on with Mr. Squeebs, because Mr. Squeebs, before I was distracted, was talking about his comics, saying that my approach is simple. Focus on secret rare grail comics sitting at the top of comics and cryptos list. Comics and Crypto is a big channel. They have like 20,000 followers. They have like 25,000 followers on X. They have more subscribers than me on YouTube. Just Comics and Crypto. They're awesome. We love them. Pixie says we're here for you. 2R4AZ2 says haha. So anyway, Mr. Squibb says why? Because they're historically significant, based on globally recognized IP. Secret rares are scarce with 125 to 600 editions, making them easier to buy and sell. And in real life comics often provide a direct pricing reference. Scarcity and cultural weight plus parallel asset classes equal conviction. And special shout out to Comics and Crypto, because I've learned so much from these guys that their list has been my collecting Bible since day one. Okay, where am I? DM myself or them if you'd like access. That was really cool. Pixie says, all good, love our chats, always happy to help. Ah, love you so much. Yeah. What if you were like, so we've talked on the phone. I feel like we know each other pretty well. You definitely know me because like so Pixie was on my stream. It was the last seat, and it wasn't even supposed to be her. It was supposed to be Kimber, who's I think the community manager of Ladies, and she's supposed to come on talking about Ladies on Solana. I was like, okay, cool. But then I don't know what happened. She like had an extra meeting run long, or she had or she just forgot. I don't know. So I go into the Ladies Telegram, like, guys, Kimber's supposed to be here. She's not. Who from the team can come in? And Pixie's like, oh God, yeah, I'll come on. So she comes on and she's like, okay, we're Ladies. So completely unprepared, and she just crushes it. And that's when I was just like, I want to be part of this. And again, that's that bet on the jockey type thing. But also, I've seen you once, and I feel like I get this all the time where people say like, Randy, I feel like I know you, because they see me in like real life, and I was like, oh, thanks, man. Let's get to know you. How you doing? It's literally just I know, it's exactly like that. What's up, Tay Tay? Yeah. I like calling people Tay Tay. Because that's fun. Oh, 9 people over there on Pump Fun. Very nice. Okay, we'll get back to Mr. Squeeb's method here for collecting secret rare grails on VeVe. He says, I compare each secret rare digital market cap, supply multiplied by the floor to its highest physical grade sale price. This gives me a percentage ratio of digital versus in real life. Low percent equals undervalued and a stacking opportunity, whereas a higher percent equals still room, but less value relative to other comics. Says these ratios help to also provide context of one's comic valuation relative to another. That said, if digital ever catches up, even partially, to the physical counterpart, the upside potential is massive. Long term, Mr. Squeebs believes that many of these markets could trade at many multiples of today's prices, and it's like they were not too long ago. Let me see what oh man, we're back down to $10.5 thousand market cap for the DDOO. We are at still up 43% on the day, which I'm very happy with. I will continue. All-time high is 12.3. Can we break that? What do I need to do for the 9 people looking at DDOO? It's okay. Volume is volume, Pixie. You are absolutely correct. What do I need to do? I need to go do some pull-ups? Goofy selling at 10K. They will learn Sack Chaser 89. Sack Chaser 89 is correct. I think my favorite internet name I've ever seen is Queef Burglar 69. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Goofy. Yes, I know. Good time. Anyway, Mr. Squeeb says leaderboards matter. And for that reason, Stacker World puts them front and center, showing who the biggest holders are. That visibility creates competition, and competition drives prices. If you're not in the top 5, then what are you even doing? And we can go and do this right here with the holders of DDOO. Top 5 people are TWXVHC, R2QZMG, Cheng8, F1924T, and AOW2UI. And then Chavi Cat is number 6. We love Chavi Cat as well. But those are the top holders, and we're gonna get more. Stack Chaser says, I need you to just continue lives daily and chill this. Okay. See, Stack Chaser, I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I go live on YouTube and X every day. I have 216 people watching me over there. This is my first day that's streaming on Pump Fun. And as my first day, I can promise you, again, I go live every day. My name is The Real Randy Chavez over on X. My name is The Real Randy Chavez, or at Real Randy Chavez on X, The Real Randy Chavez on YouTube. And I promise you that for every day that I go live on X and YouTube, which is every day, I will also go live on Pump Fund, and I will shield the crap out of this because I'm going to take some of my net worth and I'm going to put it back into DDOO. I don't know how often, and whatever I get from DDOO, the creator rewards, part of it will go back, will go into charity. Anyway, let's continue on. Mr. Squeebs says, at the end of the day, stacking isn't just about owning more. It's about conviction in grails with historical weight, global IP, and scarce digital supply. And conviction compounds over time. Digital collecting is still early. The math shows that the conviction plays are there. But beyond the math, about belief. And belief, when stacked, becomes unstoppable. Follow Mr. Squeebs on X for more stacks. Pixie says, hi, I'm Pixie, Randy's personal assistant. Haha, he goes live every day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that's Mr. Squeebs. Let's move on to the, oh gosh, where were we? We did Cointelegraph, we did the Trump approval, American Express, oh shoot. Pakistan, okay, OKX wallet partners with 1inch to offer gas-free swaps, MEV protection, and enhanced liquidity. I can't believe this guy has bought $372 million worth of Ethereum today. And if you think the top is in, it's not in. Google, with a market cap of $3 trillion for the first time in history, it has reached 3 trillion. Alphabet has reached 3 trillion. I believe crypto is insanely undervalued. VeVe Digital Collectibles posts about how collectors has asked for it, being able to zoom in on the secret rare or on any comics that they want. I don't know how many people asked for it, but the comic carousel is there for VeVe. That's what they did. Oh, Mr. Postman. I had a meeting before with the VC talking about daCat a little bit, but also talking about other crypto projects, DEVVE, Definity, this one other anime, which is wild. BlackRock earlier today has bought 770 Bitcoin, which is worth $88.4 million on Coinbase. Institutions are buying the dip, in my opinion. Thank you for the flow call. Sleeping Comics over on X says, VeVe official, David Yu, my collectibles, would it be possible to spend 1 million MCP points for a guaranteed secret rare? Perhaps 50% of the secret rares could be allocated to this pool. If too many people bid 1 million, then pick at random. I think that would be cool as well. Guru Collectibles says there has been a $125,000 bounty on the Evan Longoria Zard Knob 1 of 1, placed by We the Hobby. This has got to be one of the coolest bat knobs out there. And if you own this card, would you take the payout of $125,000 hairs? I think I would. Speaking of bounties, on VeVe, on September 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's Samurai Darth Vader that's coming out. Now, Samurai Darth Vader is one of the most popular skins on Fortnite, I think reaching the top 5 at one point. That digital collectible is going to come out on Fortnite. Anyone that pays $20 for it can have the skin. But on VeVe, for the secret rare, there's only going to be 77 of them. For the common, only 1,977 of them. It's $50 each. Now, for the secret rare, that's going to be going for hundreds of dollars. For the common, that has 1,977 collectible. That's probably going to be a fraction of the price. However, there's a $2,000 bounty on the number 1977. So you can get, I think they start at 41 and it goes up to 1977. And if you get that mint number 1977, you get a $2,000 bounty from Comics and Crypto. So be advised, there are some bounties that Comics and Crypto puts out that people's like, nope, like Grogu. Grogu 1977 cost, I think, $20. And somebody was literally offering $2,000 for it. And I said, nope, can't do it. Wild thing. My Charlie Sheen 1998, because wild thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. All right, Okomi talking about leaderboards. 4.6 million OMI has been burned the last couple of weeks. Incredible close competition. Users 6 to 10 separated by 14,000 points. 2 to 3 decided by 3,400 points. The S&P has closed at over 6,600 for the first time ever. I repeat, the S&P 500 closes above $6,600 for the first time ever. I believe this is one of the things that will propel crypto into the stratosphere as money flows from things that are considered stable to things that are considered a bit risky. And a lot of risk on investments will happen after the Fed cuts rates later this week. Yeah, Dashi, my Dashi. That's Dashi back there, Dashi do without his hat. Anyway, let's move on here from the Dashi to Clever Jerk has the matching mint number 74 for the speeder bikes. He is a god. I freaking love that man so much. He's my bae. Wish he was my bae. Anyway, so I know, how long have you been in crypto? About 4 years, give or take. I started in finance in 2017, just after getting out of the military, and I had I had no experience in finance at the time. This guy Dan he liked me. He took a shot on me, and he's like, "Okay, we'll teach you the high risk lending business. You come recommended highly from Dean. Says you were in the military. His girlfriend at the time, my friend Dan's girlfriend at the time, now his wife. I was there when he proposed. He said, my wife's a former Marine. I really want to give military a shot. Dean says you're always at the bars, picking up girls. You're not afraid to talk to people. This is sales. We're going to try you out. And I hope to one day call you family." And he's my brother now. I love him. I started in high risk lending. I got exceedingly good at determining whether someone would pay back or not, whether the company's overvalued or undervalued. And eventually I was like, what else is there? Let me go into stocks. My friend Dan was in stocks. He's like, "You want to buy all of this stuff?" I was like, "Oh," and he had like the Apple, the Google, he had me and Fang, he had a bunch of stuff. And eventually I was just like, bro, Tesla is like the most undervalued thing I've ever seen. So I threw a bunch of my money in there. I sold a bunch of my other stocks for Tesla. Then the pandemic happened. And then I just dollar cost averaged on Tesla, and it just went crazy. That V-shaped recovery went nuts. In that time, I'd also started a second business for high-end Pokemon cards, buying and trading them. My key, now I won't bore you with the math details on the formulas that I found and the algorithms that I made or discovered to make money with that. But my big claim to fame in Pokemon was spending $80,000 on a trophy Kangaskhan card. Now everyone's like, "Oh, Kangaskhan, I had that one." You probably had maybe a first edition, maybe you had a no symbol jungle Kangaskhan, and it could have been hollow, but that's the one that everyone had. The trophy Kangaskhan that I'm talking is trophy Kangaskhan was only handed out in May of 1998 at a parent-child tournament in Japan, and I bought a PSA 10 for $80,000. And everyone, including people in the Pokemon industry, was like, "Bro, that's too much. You're overpaying." But I knew somebody that had 2 of those cards, and he had a $65,000 offer for one of them, and it was a straight nope. Didn't even have to think about it, because in 2020, pandemic happened. Everyone's getting those $1,200 checks. My base set Pokemon cards did like a 6x, and the trophy cards didn't move at all. And I was like, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming." So I sold a lot of my stuff. I went and got this trophy Kangaskhan for $80,000. Everyone in my that wasn't in Pokemon thought I was just retarded. They like wouldn't talk to me. They're like, "Bro, that's a down payment on a house." And then less than a year later, I sold it for $279,000. I repeat, I sold it for $279,000. So I'm pretty good at determining what's undervalued and where money is flowing to. So when I got into crypto, didn't really know about cycles at that time, where it's like, okay, this is undervalued because of X, Y, and Z. Then Russia invaded Ukraine. Oh, crap. Bear market came. Okay, learn about cycles. So since then, I have, through the companies that I bought, through the YouTube channel, through the crypto that I bought, in a better position now than I was 4 years ago, talking about crypto, and will probably, the goal is to net 10 million at the end of this bull market, but I don't know if, that's the goal. We'll see. Anyway, so that's my kind of crypto story. It's Pixie says, "I know literally nothing about Pokemon except I have some shinies Oh, you got some shinies on Pokemon Go? Let's go. Let's go. Love shinies. So you're charts guy or more technicals? I'm definitely not a charts guy. I'm just more about how much money are you creating? What are you doing with those funds? Are you growing? Are you a disruptive company? Are you something that like, and I also, because of, again, I'll show you, because of the YouTube channel, I get a lot of CEOs on. So I get people that own projects and I interview them on the channel and I say, okay, and I ask them very hard questions. And the ones that I don't like, I don't really invest in. The ones that I do like, I get a bag, but the ones that I love, I actually wind up buying part of the company. And it's like, okay, here's what I can do for you. And I help raise the market cap. I go and help, I help the company. I like that you think your vibe, I like you, I think your vibe is good and chill. I try. Honestly, this is just me. I don't like, one of the biggest compliments I got, I think, was in San Diego Comic-Con last year, where my friend, we'll call her VeVe Fam Bam, she brings somebody to my house that I had in San Diego. It was just a vacation out. Like, it was just an Airbnb that I got for San Diego Comic-Con. And he's like, Randy, like, I've watched you for so long, bro. This is so cool. I was like, oh, thanks. And we talked for a little bit, and like 30 minutes later, he's like, bro, Randy, you're like the same as you are on YouTube. I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I be? I was like, oh, I thought that was like a character. And I was like, oh, no, that's just the way I am. Like, am I Eminem in 2004? Because I don't know, it's just the way I am. But thank you very much. Anyway, I have more comments over here. Bill Gardner says, who's going for Vader? For $50 a pop, I wasn't going to go for it, even though the secret rare is probably going to be like $500. I wasn't going to go for it because the common's going to be a fraction of that. 10.7K on Dashy Do on DDO, my man. But for Vader, again, I wasn't going to, because the common's going to be worth a fraction of that, and you're most likely going to get the common. But now that Comics and Crypto put out a $2,000 bounty for that 1977 Darth Vader, I gotta gamble, right? I gotta try. Anyway, Josh DeMauro, which is pretty much the, shout out to Fun Under the Sun for saying Vader, Bill Gardner, Vader, yeah, like that. Josh DeMauro, which is pretty much the future Bob Iger, has posted on Instagram saying, excited to develop an all-new digital comics platform with Webtoon entertainment that will feature comic book runs as well as decades of past comics from across Disney's portfolio, including Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century Studios, and more. By uniting our unparalleled collection of comics into a single digital platform, we're giving fans unprecedented access to the adventures they love, all in one place. Pixie saying, he's been like this since I've known him. That's what I love about him. He doesn't change who he is. Oh my God, Pixie, you're so freaking cute. Oh my goodness, I love you. Sorry, you ever get like cute aggression? I don't know if you know what cute aggression is. I learned about it on TikTok. I learned about so much things on TikTok. So do you know how, like, when you see something like so cute, you just want to like scrunch it and crush it? It's because in nature, like your mind isn't, like, the human mind isn't meant to see things that are cute. It's meant to see things that are dangerous and scary. So when it finds something that's super adorable, your body has to like overcompensate for what it doesn't know how to appreciate, and that's why you want to like squish cute things. And I want to squish Pixie because sometimes she's cute. Yes, Pixie gets cute aggression. She has dogs. Okay, so she knows what I mean. She knows what I mean. I know what she means. Okay. All right, let's move on. So from the press release, we have Disney and Webtoon Entertainment broaden relationship to create new digital comic platform. For the first time, more than 35,000 Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney and Pixar 20th Century digital studio comic books will be available in one digital platform for fans to experience. True story, Pixie. True story, Shiro. Yeah. Disney Plus subscribers will have access to a curated selection of content on their all new platform, part of the subscription. It's been said that Disney obviously has some part of Disney Pinnacle. Disney is supposed to buy 2% of Webtoons. I wish Disney would buy a fraction of VeVe so that Disney would give some of this sweet love that it has to VeVe, but it has not. My back is hurting, so I'm gonna do some pull-ups here real quick. Also, my pants are falling down, so I'm sorry if you see my butt. If you see my butt, I apologize. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. From you, check right next. The council does. But take this boy as your Padawan. Sorry. Qui-Gon believed in him. Qui-Gon's defiance. I sense. Okay. Last month, Webtoon announced a major new deal with Disney to bring a litany of original licensed stories and past comics from across Marvel's library to the scrolling format that has made Webtoon a significant force in the comic space. Today, however, the two companies confirmed that those plans are actually much, much bigger. Today, Webtoon Entertainment confirmed that Disney would be acquiring a 2% equity stake, equity interest in the company as part of a non-binding term sheet that will also see the two companies develop a brand new digital comics platform that will be home to current comic book runs and include decades of past comics from across Disney's portfolio, which we've mentioned before. Thank you for giving me a $10.7 thousand market cap. Wow. This is, what's your thoughts on the meteorite alien growing in Panama? Okay, I heard about this, about the meteorite alien growing in Panama. Okay, we're gonna go on TikTok here. Meteorite alien, HOTTOGO. You can make it hard to go. Meteorite Panama. Okay, we're gonna go on TikTok and we're gonna learn about this.
If this video is legit, we are cooked. Seriously.
Why are we cooked?
A man in Panama claims that he found a freshly fallen meteorite recently. At first, it looked just like a rock from space, so he collected it and he kept it. And then he started doing experiments with it and noticed some very strange things about it.
Yes, I'm sorry if you see my butt.
For example, he put a leaf on it and it wilts the leaf and then basically burns the leaf.
Oh my God.
Which is strange. And over time, he noticed some even stranger things occurring. For example, the spot in the dirt where it landed actually glows at night. I don't know if it's like radioactive material or what.
I thought.
But then something even more bizarre, and frankly, I'd say concerning, started happening. It started growing something. So here's the debate. Is this just local fungi or spores from the ground?
It's moving.
Could it actually be an extraterrestrial microbe that hitchhiked across the cosmos? I mean, normally anything living would burn up when a meteorite blasts through Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah.
Not everything is fragile. We've actually found bacteria here on Earth that survive in the most extreme places, like
tardigrades.
Microbes that thrive in underwater volcanic vents that are hotter than boiling water. So, I mean, could life from out there be hardy enough to survive a fiery crash through our skies? Maybe. Allegedly, this guy is taking the meteorite to a university in Panama for testing, but whatever the growth is, it is like nightmarish looking. I mean, what do you think? Is this a potential microbe that survived through the atmosphere, or is it something local that got on it like a spore on the ground?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Or is it a hoax? I don't know, but
I don't know. I just know that the world is filling up with mysteries that I don't think can be explained. Like, the world is filling up with mysteries that can't be explained. And I just don't know. Jesus. Like what do you make of that? Like, last year, Congresswoman Nancy Mace was questioning the head of the UAP program, the unmanned aerial phenomena, and had said, like, these unmanned aerial phenomena, who's piloting these freaking ships? And the guy said they are non-human biologicals. What on earth does that mean? They basically confirmed aliens, and when they confirmed aliens, everyone was just like, I still got to pay rent. I don't care. The government confirms aliens and nobody gives a hoot. I don't know what timeline I swapped into. I'm gonna take you back. I feel like Eminem. I'll take you back to 73 before I ever had a multi-platinum sale. All right, so I'll take you back to 2016. I know Harambe. I know Bad Times, the election. That's when the 4chan thing was happening with the ISIS, Russia blowing. Big story. Anyway, Pokemon Go comes out, and it's not available in Kuwait. And I see people at the beach, at malls. They're like, Charizard's over here. And you see 1,000 people running to get him. And I want you guys to know something. I love Pokemon. I spent $80,000 on the Trophy Kangaskhan. I have a Pokeball tattoo for over a decade. I love Pokemon. And I can't get my jacket back on. It's chilly down here. And guys, I wasn't able to participate in that in Pokemon Go because I was deployed, and it really wasn't available in Kuwait. So super bad times for me. I forget why I was talking about this story. Sorry if you see my butt. Pixie says they confirmed what we already knew. Yeah, they pretty much confirmed the fact that aliens are out there. But yeah, so this is my other thing, like why I brought up the Pokemon thing. I love Pokemon, and I was not able to participate in Pokemon Go because I was deployed and no Pokemon Go out there. And then aliens, one of the things that I love most in this world, gets confirmed and nobody's excited about it. Bro, I have years of Joe Rogan podcast stuff in my head that I just want to be like, bro, aliens, bro, this, aliens, like bad times. Anyway, so whatever freaking timeline I'm in. Now, the Euro says, have you seen Hellfire Missile getting split in half? I have not. We're going to TikTok that right now. We're going to go on the TikTok, and we're going to type in Hellfire. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I don't think it got split. Wait, hold on. We're going to put this up. I don't think you can see it because it's very black and white. But yes, I did see that. I did see that, and it was not a mistake. Okay, so I also have someone new coming on the podcast soon. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. So, oh, gosh. What, $10.8 thousand market cap. Thank you, everybody.
This is when it's
oh, shoot. 1 second. ETH project. Okay. All right. Maybe an ETH project we'll get to. I don't know how these so many messages have gotten here with me. And I don't know why it's only showing up on my phone and not on my, because I know Pixie did. Oh God, there's a bunch of followers now. Pixie, I saw you comment or do something. Let's go. Thank you, Pixie. I know that was literally 15 minutes ago, but I'm going to give you a meow over on X. Oh, I accidentally hit you twice there. Space Penguins as well. I'm going to give Space Penguins a couple of hearts because they deserve it. Okay, that's it. We're good. Where were we here? 6 people over there. Yeah, that it looked like a missile hit this like alien thing. It's like plasma, and the thing kept going. It was insane. That thing does look like Venom. It does. Bonner says, "Who do you think built the pyramids of Giza?" Honestly, I don't want to be like that guy. I think it was alien. I mean, I don't, or it was some type of humans before technology was wiped. Last year, I was dating this girl. We had dated for like 8 months or whatever. I loved her. She was young, deadly beautiful. and she had this great body, just great personality. Just anyway, she was big into conspiracy theories, which I love. I am all about conspiracies because I feel like a lot of them are true. Not that just they are fun to go down the rabbit hole, and some of them are really horrible stories, but for the pyramids of Giza, and also I'm not like making this stuff up. Like people do be commenting that though, like they do be commenting about. But we were in like Greenville, South Carolina, or like some small area of South Carolina. I flew into, it wasn't even Charleston. I don't know what rinky dink airport I flew into. And I go there and I have to, I think I fly into like Charleston first or Charlotte. I have to fly into Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I get a flight over to her. We would stay at this hotel, Hilton? No, Hampton. Hampton Inn? I think that's what it was. And we had stayed in a couple of different rooms because I would go down there every month, sometimes twice a month, because you do what you got to do, especially with a girl that devastatingly beautiful. So we noticed that every room we were in, it was the same artwork. It was the same photo of the same building, and it's like, do they have this artwork in just every room? Like, did the person that take this picture, was that like the nephew of the owner of this hotel? Like, why did they do that? So we take a look, and she like reverse Google images it, and she's like, okay, here, this is the building. And the building was actually like 25 minutes to the east or west of there, whatever it was, I think east of there. And the town that it was in, it was a textile mill. Like, why do they have a picture of a very, very old textile mill? It's not even there anymore. But it was a picture of the building was still there, but the mill was obviously not done anymore because we're not in the 1800s. And we look at it, and she's like, okay, well, this was settled by whatever his name was. And because it was settled by that person, everyone was saying, okay, how did he settle it? What was he? He was originally from, I think, like North Carolina, West Virginia. I think he was from North Carolina, and he settles this town. And it said that he and his like merry band of men, 1800s, so probably slaves, built this town, and he was just into textiling. Like he was like was he a haberdasher or whatever he was? His what he wasn't a textiler. He just took an interest in textiling. I was like, how bored did you have to be in the 1800s to be a textile miller? Just to be into that, like as a hobby. Anyway, he comes in, sets up a textiling plant, brings life there, brings, people there. And, like, okay, cool. That's how the town started. But what happened between how the town started and now? So we're taking a look at it, and we're just like, okay, what is it? It started as this. The city hall burns down like 1880, burns down again like 1910, like stuff like that. It's like, and they have pictures of the old city halls, and it's like, wait a minute, it burnt down on this date, and a brand new city hall that looks amazing was built on this date. Doesn't make sense. These are like horse and buggy people. How does something like this burn down, and then you build this miraculous thing in 6 months, and then it burns down again? This looks like it's stone. How does this burn down? And it burns down again, and we're just like, this doesn't make sense. So we go to like another town, and this happens in like every town in the US where the government buildings in those towns, the municipal buildings, are burnt down like every 30 years. And it's like, how do these buildings catch fire, and how are they built? And it's just like, our thought is that the technology or certain technologies of the time they were better, and now they're lost. And it's just, that's what I think happened to the pyramids of Giza. We had this incredible technology, some type of reset happened, and we lost it. That's just my opinion. Could be anything. Anywho, that's anyway. Let's go back to more news here in Web3. I don't know why Hot to Go is stuck on my. Okay, moving on. Michael Saylor and multiple crypto executives are going to meet with U.S. lawmakers tomorrow to help advance strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. I'll be holding you tight. There's nowhere in the world I'd rather. Sorry, I have to scroll through a bunch of this. Than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Definity Markets posts. Cross-selling with a trusted network isn't just smart, it's transformative. While customer acquisition gets spotlight, we're already plugged into a robust ecosystem via our parent company, DMA Link, positioned for rapid scale and impact. Yes, our platform utility token Definity is seamlessly integrated across all business verticals within the Definity ecosystem. They actually own 10% of my YouTube channel. And they actually own a little bit of Ladies on Solana. And they own a bit of daCat as well. I thought that was cool. All right, so that's the news over there. Let's take a look at X and see what the crypto people are talking about on X. Oh, no, I don't need to go to the... I'm going to go to people who I'm following over on X. FBI director, my mission is to restore trust and integrity in the FBI. Okay, Patel, let's see if you can get that bread. See if you can do it. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, token metrics. Saying the next NFT cycle won't be JPEGs. It'll be Disney, DC Comics, billion-dollar IPs, and OMI is the bridge. Now, Token Metrics has 140,000 followers over on X. They go in and say, so what is a Komi? A digital collectibles ecosystem working with Web2 giants to bring comic fans on-chain. Built NFT marketplace by VeVe Official. Sold over 12 million NFTs since 2021. Now you're talking about the VeVe app. It's a hub for premium licensed NFTs with 200 plus brands, including DC, Lamborghini, Ubisoft, Blackpink, etc. All of Marvel, Disney, and all that. 3D, AR, and VR collectibles, social showrooms, a master collector program where loyalty rewards and perks go far. Then you have Stacker World. It's a person-to-person NFT marketplace on base with self-custody wallets, gasless transactions, and a burn mechanism reducing the OMI supply. There's cross-chain utility and deflation and long-term strength. Then you have a tokenomics. Live on Ethereum and Base for scale, the market cap of $96 million, total supply of 305 billion, deflationary with burns, circulating supply is 281 billion, and the fully diluted valuation is 100 billion. So what do we got here? OMI utility. There's in-app purchases, MCP staking perks, direct NFT trades on Stacker, and leaderboard rewards. Top traders burned 738,000 OMI in hours. Again, this happened recently. Partnerships and licenses. Disney, Marvel, Sesame Street, Assassin's Creed, Coinbase and Base integrations right now, showcased at multiple Comic-Cons, and 1 billion OMI grant for nonprofits and carbon neutral focus. Few NFT projects have this IP at this scale. I don't think any others do. Then there's community and roadmap. There's 154,000 followers on X. The upcoming milestones are OMI to gem conversion, social mindshare rewards, fiat crypto payouts via Stacker, and VeVeverse expansion. Komi is onboarding billion-dollar brands into Web3, watching the ongoing developments and tracking OMI. And I'm going to go repost that because we're rid of it. Let's move on. Pablo CRO saying a quality token can only be down for so long until it moons. I don't know why I'm not getting these on my tablet. Hold on. Let my audience know. Okay, Sayon, people will see that you have a huge following. Yes. So I hope people, and again, I'm sure you've seen it before, but I go live every day for multiple hours a day, and this is on YouTube and on X. I'm going to do the same thing for Dashy Do over on Pump Fund. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. I'm building my audience there. They need to match this coin to the real Randy Chavez, which, again, that's my X and that's my YouTube. Let my audience know they can check out the new Pump Fun app and watch you for free. Yes, check out the new Pump Fun app and watch me now. You can go on and buy DDOO, aka DDOO, and we are sitting at a nice $10.8 thousand market cap. And again, it's on Pump Fun, DDOO. It's called DDOO, and we're going to have a portion of these proceeds of my creator rewards go back into the project. A bunch of them to charity, but a bunch of them back into the project as well. So yes, I'm gonna continue getting this bread. I'm gonna continue getting this bread. I have Solana here. Let's see if I can do this in. Oh, I don't know if I have. I don't think I have any access. No. So I have a bunch of phones in which I keep my. Oh, we're up to $11.1 thousand market cap. Thank you. I have a bunch of phones with my cryptos on it. None of them are with me right now, or else I would do some transferring. I don't think I have any. I'm trying to think right now. I don't think I have any crypto on this tablet. Maybe I do. Hold on. Give me a sec here. This is important. I have $100 worth of Ethereum and $72 worth of Definity on this wallet. I can't swap Ethereum for like Solana, right? Like there's no way. Yeah, I can't do that. I know I could do that on Coinbase, but I don't have it on this wallet. It won't let me. Yeah. Oh well, life goes on. Anywho, let's continue. Yes, you can. If it's not on Phantom, I have it on my. Oh, maybe I could make a Phantom here. Hang on. I don't know if I have a Phantom. Oh shoot. All right, hold on. Let me go to Phantom Wallet. Oh, I can install a Phantom Wallet right here. And we'll see if we can pump this chart a little bit, huh? See if we can pump this chart. Pump it up. Pump it up. Okay, we're gonna go on this Phantom, and we're going to open ya. We got 4C and VeVe that says they can also download the Pump Fun app. Yes, download the Pump Fun app and follow ChubbyCat5 over there, or follow DDOO, DDOO. Yes, I agree to terms of service. I'll create a new wallet. Continue with email. We're going to make an email. And then we're going to see. Okay. See if that'll work. Oh, I can now fully enjoy. Oh. This actually, hold on. Okay, we're going to do something here. We're going to take this, and we're going to receive, and we're going to copy, and then we're going to go to and we're going to go to we're going to go to this, and we're going to take some ETH, and we're going to 7 viewers. What is everyone up to? Well, right now we're learning how to swap some Ethereum with. We'll just take $100. Not a lot. And we're going to paste it, and we're going to send to a Phantom wallet. And then, yes, looks good. And then we're going to swap. Oh man, $3. It cost me $3 to send. Oh no, I don't need to do that. Confirm. My Smart wallet. Okay, hold on. Oh God, I don't freaking know. Did I do it? Okay, all right, successfully sent. So we're going to send to Phantom. Ethereum, gotta love it. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so we're going to send. All right, we're sending this Ethereum to my Phantom wallet, and then we are going to. Once this actually sends, We're going to go to my Phantom wallet and we're going to swap the Ethereum for Solana. And then we're going to buy some DDOO. It's going to be not a lot, but you know, we're learning here. We're learning. This is all a learning experience. And also, apparently, how do I see where my creator? There's DDOO. How do I see where my creator rewards are? ChaviCat 5. Oh my gosh, I don't need to see. Oh, I have another nine doll hairs. I have earned 9 doll hairs on this stream. Very good, very good. Okay, I don't know why my Ethereum is not sending yet. It says in progress, 1 minute in progress. Oh, thank you for $11.3 thousand market cap. Y'all are my bays. Y'all are front running me, ain't ya? Ain't ya? Ain't ya? Okay. I don't know where my. It's still sending. Oh my god. Okay, can we like refresh here? I'm gonna refresh. Okay, it's sent. It's sent. Get out of view forever. I'm gonna go over here and look, and I got it. Okay, okay. 1 second. Sweet. I'm aware people can see wallets, but this is just a random wallet. I didn't even know I had this wallet. So we're going to swap. Oh, actually, I can just get the contract address because Pixie has it. So I don't even have. Oh, you know, I have to swap for Solana first. Okay, we're going to swap. We're going to swap from Ethereum. Oh gosh. And then we're going to get swap for Solana. Can we do max? Can we do max? 0.02. 0.022. Okay, we're gonna swap now, and I think that's gonna let me do it. Initiating bridge. Initiating bridge. Initiating bridge. He's on Solana. Yeah, I don't care who really knows. Okay, I wanna. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I have 7 followers, Mr. ChaviCat5. That's amazing. Okay, now, and then now I will go to my Telegram, and then I will get, because now I have Solana. I'm gonna go to Pixie because I sent her the. If I can find her freaking chat. All right, I'm just gonna have to type in her name. P-I. Okay. Copy. And then we're gonna go Solana because I have a little bit, and we're gonna search for this DDOO. Oh gosh. Now we're gonna search for DDOO. Let's go. And ever make this last forever. Oh, I don't know if I'm still live. I don't know if they can hear me, but my voice is down. Yes, I understand. Off. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of. Okay, you can hear me, which is great. We're gonna get a little bit of the Solana. We're get a little bit of the DDOO, and we're gonna see how much. I mean, it's only $40, so I don't really think it's gonna pump anything. Oh, it pumped it like $100. Not bad. Not bad, kid. Okay, so I got a little bit of volume. Got a little bit of the. Can I see the activity? I can see the activity. Yeah. Oh, it's paused now. Okay. All right. Hang on. Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. We're back. We're back. Okay. So we got a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. Now, granted, I probably should not. All right, so I put in, I think, like $90 now, $40 and something else dollars, and it should reflect. Yeah, we did. Not too bad. Okay, very good. So now we have yet another wallet that has a little bit of Dashy Do. It's got 90 doll hairs worth. Love it. And I might send that to my own wallet later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Or I'll just keep it there. You know, I'll keep y'all posted. $11.5 thousand market cap. Let's go. This is the power of pump fund. We have Dashy Do, $11.5 thousand market cap. And for those of you that are on the pump fund, you can see 266 followers over there. And I will work on bringing them here. I'll work on I'll work on bringing them into this foray. Anyway, that's what I have on here. I might make some other moves later. I might not, especially because I've been going for about 2 hours now. Honestly, if I was you and you plan on running this, okay, hold on. If I was you and you plan on running this for real, I would get supply control now and lock it. The thing is, I could get. Sorry, I'm walking this way so I can get my. Hi guys, I'm still here. I just needed to get my there. Thing is though, like I would rather wait because like it's the beginning. So there's some people, and I don't know how many. Oh shoot. There's shoot. Are we back? I don't think we're back. I think we lost. Okay, hang on. Nope. We're gonna cancel that. Dashy. Oh gosh, why are we? I don't know why it's paused. Ugh. It won't like let me. I don't know how it. Oh, there's 4 community members now. Cat, hey Dev, what's the plan for the growth of this coin? I will. Oh, can I reply to him? Reply. I will stream every night and also put some of what I make in real life into the token. Organic growth, yeah, Randy had 9,000 followers on YouTube and also 23,000 followers on X, but I don't know why. Is that better? Oh, there we go. Pixie sent me a photo and it looks like, oh my gosh, why does my face look like that? Why does, oh lordy, oh gosh. Okay, anyway, we're gonna put y'all over here now. It's fixed now, very good. All right, we're gonna go back to X and see what else we have. And yeah, I probably should get, I mean, 11K doesn't do much but rise from here. I mean, you're probably right, but I don't. I don't know where this goes. I could do this for like this whole pump fund thing could be like could leave a sour taste in people's mouths. Now, granted, there's people that are making millions of dollars on here, and could it? Sure, but daCat, my other IP, you know, I have a comic that's coming out on VeVe that is the largest digital collectibles platform. There's going to be a lot of revenue for daCat, and I can justify a $10 million market cap based on those revenues. I don't know if I can justify that on this right away. Could I eventually, with revenues, justify $100,000 market cap? Yeah, absolutely. Because I will write a comic for Dashy Do, and I will get it on VeVe because it'll be under daCat, but I'll do it. I'll actually start working on that tonight. So I'll do a Dashy Do comic. It'll be on VeVe in next year. I'm gonna have to pay someone from the Philippines like $500 to animate it. The animator, like the artist we have for daCat, is literally an award-winning artist, stellar. So I can definitely justify a $100,000 market cap for this next year. But just because it should justify that, again, Definity is doing hundreds of thousands per month. By the end of the year, they'll be doing $1 million. By the end of the year, they'll be doing over $1 million a month. And it's $3 million market cap right now. So a lot of times things are really just undervalued. And crypto's that inaccurate weighing machine where it doesn't measure things as they should be. Now, granted, even before any single ounce of revenue comes into this, and Pix is in it for the long haul, before any single ounce of revenue comes into this, it could go crazy because people like me. Again, you don't get 268 people watching you because you're boring. You don't get them watching you because you're stupid. From high-risk lending to Pokemon to Tesla to building a $1 million valuation a couple of times for myself, I'm pretty good at what I do. But for crypto, not a lot of that seems to matter. You have people like, oh, like there's literally a cat that's on here, and the cat has it's just sitting in a chair, and it's like, I'll go over right now. Where's the pump fund? Because I know I had it on here. Let me search. Oh, it's on my. Oh gosh! All right, I thought I was on pump fund over here. All right, let's do this. Let's look at the other stuff that we have for pump fund. All right, now. No, I don't want to continue. All right, I'll continue with the count. I don't give a shit. There, and we're just gonna look at the streams. We're gonna look at the streams as, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How do people donate? They're donating thousands and thousands of dollars. There's a cute chick that's got 9.9 million in volume because she's blonde and cute. You have this dude. Oh, these two dudes. Oh, damn, 10 million. So I mean, so yeah, like despite, I have no idea what this dude's doing, but 10 million in volume, bro. And just because he's on a treadmill. This dude's name is Groper. 1.9, like the dude's name is Groper. And it's got a $2 million market cap. I don't know. This dude's name is Incel. I don't even know what that is. So yeah, this is really interesting to me. And I don't have oh shoot. Get us to 10 million, blast your nip. If you get me to what are we at here? We're 11.2. I'll blast my nip. What do you? I don't think so. That's gonna. No, I lost my charger. That's it. Got to do pull-ups at your pants down. I mean, I don't think my nips are really gonna. I don't think it's really gonna do anything. You know my dude, right? But I could go do some pull-ups. Maybe not with my pants down, but we'll see what we got here. We'll go to this side. I'll prevent my pants from coming down. I'll put my legs out. Okay. I feel my pants coming down. So I'm gonna stop. Have a time. Okay, let me put this back real quick. Okay. I don't have tight enough pants for that. I felt it. Okay, that's not the view we wanted. Your pants to come down. Pixie. You're hilarious. I love you. Anyway, let's go back to X. And can you show, you can't show nudity on here, right? I'd do it. Anyway, let's go back to X. Pablo Sierra was saying a quality token can be down for so long, and then it moves. And I think that'll happen. Has with good quality projects. Probably happen with a lot of stuff that I talk about as well. Heinecoin, they have a lot of spaces out every day. So I could do I mean, I've been doing a one-man show for years, so it's likely not, but you can show almost new. So there's this thing called Dragon Con that I would do every other year. And Dragon Con, it's like Comic Con but in Atlanta. And there was one time, it was 2019. I got super jacked. I mean, I was always a little jacked, but it says, "I do not want to see your wiener." Just so we're clear. I mean, you never know. I never. I'm sure, right? But at Dragon Con 2019, it started with these men that were dressed as the Powerpuff Girls. They weren't the Rowdy Rough Boys. They were just men dressed up as Powerpuff Girls. And I was very drunk at the time, and I was Bane, and they were not groping me inappropriately, but they were like, "Ooh, muscles." I was like, "Yes, yes." And I don't know what face I'm making because I'm really drunk. I'm in a mask, and I was like, "Yes." And introduced my now ex-husband to Atlanta during Dragon Con. Oh, bro, Pixie, we probably saw each other there at one point. Ex-husband to Atlanta during Pixie, were you there 2019, 2022, 2018? Because I was. Did you see a Bane drinking his face off? Anyway, after, as I'm getting like kind of uncomfortable with these dudes, they're like kind of like this this harem. Sorry, this harem of, oh my god, we totally saw each other. So this harem of Sailor Scouts come in and they like rescue me from these male Powerpuff Girls, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And granted, I think they were they were no less handsy, but they were girls, so I didn't care. And then one of them, it was the short haired one, Jupiter. I don't know. Sailor Mars is like my favorite, but it was like Jupiter, and she got my number, and she's just like, we were sexting, and there's a photo of me out there where I'm in my Bane mask, and my pants are down, like they're not down. You see a little bit, but not a lot. Anyway, long story short, that's out there. I don't know what to do with that information. He asked me if it was normal for Chewbacca to be walking down. In Dragon Con, anything's normal. Yeah, to be fair, it was 100% very normal. Good times. Yeah. At the 2022 was different because I was there a couple times before. It's like, all right, I know, like, I can conquer Dragon Con. And no, it's not. I brought my friend Lilith. She's from Austria. I brought her to Dragon Con, and she's just like, "What the fuck is this, Randy? You didn't prepare me." I was like, "I told you it was wild." And we get to this one rave at like 1:30 a.m. and Lilith's like, "Rah, rah, rah." Like she's like going down. It's like, Erica, take her back to her. She's done. She's done. So while she's taking her back to the room, and I'm there, like, I win a lightsaber battle. I straight up, like, there was some dude, I took his lightsabers, he was out, and I just pwned everyone. And I don't know what I won, but I won the competition. And we go to, where was it? We all stay there, but the party changes from like this rave where we're lightsaber battling to like a Pokemon battle where these two Pikachu, like big giant Pikachu, they come in and they're just like dancing. And I don't know what type of song is playing. It's like some ska type of thing. And then I was just like, Pikachu, Pikachu. And then everyone by the third time, like, Pikachu. And I'm Snapchatting it. And I was like, it was the greatest freaking time. And then the next morning, Lilith just like slaps me like, who are you? And she's like, you partied with Pikachu without me? I was like, you were like falling over. So yes, it's great times, man. Great times. And I just got your text message. Fixed. Okay, yep. Dying laughing. Okay, I knew somewhere around there, but I didn't know exactly where. Anyway, Dragon Con is the good times. Love it. And I'll probably go again next year. I've been going to Comic Cons for the better part of a decade. San Diego Comic Con is, for me, usually some of the better ones because it's in New York and in October. It's kind of chilly, so you can't really wear the shorts, the no sleeves because you're kind of cold. San Diego, it's just very hot, but it's San Diego. The food is just chef's kiss, al dente to the tooth. So that's what it's like in San Diego. The food is great, and in 2022, I'm there with a friend, and we're like, okay, we go to have dinner. It's normal, like we're just going to have dinner as friends, and then one of our other friend comes in with a dude that just got out of the Marines like 3 days prior. So they have 2 double shots each of Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Freaking love that stuff. So they have 2 double shots each, and they follow it up with like a beer. And I was like, guys, we had like 2 drinks, like 2 shots each, like, but you had 2 double shots and a bit. So ordered a Long Island. I remember going from where we were having dinner with drinks to another bar with the San Diego juice, I think it's called. And then I remember my friend kind of dancing with this dude in a wheelchair. So she was not like lap dancing or anything, but she was dancing with, and this dude in the wheelchair was like having the time of his life because she was a very pretty girl and he's old. And then I have to show you. I don't think I have it here. I have it on my phone. I know I have it there. There's no way I would have this through. Oh shoot, I probably do. All right, hang on. We got to show you. I'll show you something. April, May, June. Okay, we're gonna go to July 2022. It's got to be late July. I believe. I still believe. Okay, we're gonna go to late July of 2022. Bro, do you know that somebody has the real Randy Chavez tattooed on his wrist? I will. Yeah. Forever love that dude. Oh, remember when I got the Donkey Kong tattoo? This is me in Harry Potter world. The week I was on Lucy and I got the Donkey Kong tattoo on Lucy. Okay, anyway. Oof, forgot about that. Anyway, so my friend Jeremy, who is the chief brand officer of Jazzwares, they're the company responsible for Squishmallows. Their company was just bought by Allegheny, that is Warren Buffett's company. So they're a subsidiary now of Warren Buffett's company. Anyway, he gave me a Squishmallow thing to wear. And as you can tell from the midriff, and like, I'm not wearing a shirt under there. So we go to this country bar, and in the country bar, country women are just so freaking beautiful. They are majestic fucking creatures, right? So I'm like, this is great. But every one of them, they want to chest bump me because of the fact that, I have this cat suit on, and they're just like, ugh, and I was just like, ugh, mommy, and I just, when I tell you, that was one of the greatest nights of my life. But I don't really remember it because the next time I came to in like this bar where we're watching Stranger Things on one screen and then Dirty Dancing on another. No, it wasn't Dirty Dancing. It was what was the one with Kevin Bacon and my friend says my phone's about to die, but you are a legend. Keep it up. I'm looking for a charger. Okay, I will. Okay, hold on. Is it Dirty Dancing? No, it's not Dirty Dancing. Okay, hold on. Kevin Bacon movies. Okay, more. Okay, it's definitely back in like the 80s. Not Sleepers. Scott. Wow. Not End of the Line. It's not Criminal. Oh, Footloose. Okay, so so Stranger Things is on one screen, Footloose is on another, and during that, not the did it, you know, the Kevin Bacon like dance scene, the whole bar starts chanting bacon, 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 and that was just that was such a good time. New York, I've had a lot of fun times too. There was one time in New York where I think I smoked something. I don't know what it was. So I'm at this bar. There for New York Comic Con. There's like 8 after parties each night that are like advertised, and a bunch that you kind of don't know about unless you know someone. And I'm in this one that I was kind of invited to, and next to me is a Harley Quinn and a Catwoman, and I was Bane. So we were like striking up a conversation. And this one dude, I don't know if he was cosplaying as anything. He's in this very nice gray suit, looks very expensive. And he's just like, introduce me. Okay, hey, this is Catwoman. This is Harley Quinn. He wanted the Catwoman, which worked out great because I wanted the Harley Quinn. Now I love drinking, but I don't smoke because I've tried smoking multiple times, the pot, and it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me feel bad, but it doesn't make me feel good either. It just doesn't really do anything. Now, if I ingest it, if I eat it in a brownie, I am on my ass, and I'm like this useless thing. Never want to do it, right? But he's like, if when you're drinking and someone's passing it around, you want to be cool. So I be cool and I take a little puff. And it was weed, and it didn't do anything. And he's just like, you guys want to come back to my place? Or I have something stronger. And he lived in a pretty nice apartment. Some place you had to take a nice elevator up to, and I think he just has more weed. And the girls were very into it. Like, yeah. Now, in hindsight, maybe he was talking about, maybe he was talking about like the nose candy, riding that white horse. But he wasn't. It was actually stuff that just went in his weed pipe. But it wasn't weed. I don't know what it was. I never asked. I remember him on the bed with the Catwoman and me on the couch with the Harley Quinn. And I woke up X amount of hours later and we were all on the bed. I remember doing stuff with Harley Quinn on the couch. I don't remember how we got all on the bed. And I went home, or I went back to the hotel, and that was that. Anyway, I got tested. All good. I don't know why I'm confessing all this stuff here. I feel like I shouldn't be, especially live to 283 people over on X and YouTube, and the 6 people that are on Punk Fun. I'm probably going to say adios to the YouTube, but before I do, YouTube, you got to take a look at DashyDo. And on DashyDo, you got to take a look at the $11,000 market cap we have. And I'm going to keep going live here. I'm going to keep being live. And we'll see what happens. See what happens. Anyway, I'm going to, yeah, my dog's got to go out. So I'm going to, and I'm going to make something to eat because I'm hungry. All right. Bye, YouTube and X. We love you. I'll see you tomorrow.